Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wednesday. Today we are going to learn a new strategy. Just when you thought, wow, Mrs. Andrews has already taught us so many strategies, I'm going to teach you one more lovely strategy. Today's strategy is called partial products method, and it's very similar to the area method. It's just you're going to see the equation written a little different. I think you're really going to like it. So in class, we just did some review problems together. Hopefully those are getting easier and easier for you as we continue to practice them. If they're not, please feel free to just reach out to me, and during goal time, it's something we can work on. All right, you know I'm all about precise words. One, I want you to sound intelligent, and two, it makes math easier to know those precise words. Just a little review. A factor times a factor equals a product. Multiples. In fourth grade, we call it multiples. Third grade, you call it skip counting. We've already learned the area model, number discs, and standard algorithm. I'm sure at this time you have a strategy that works best for you, and that's okay. But I'm going to teach you another one today, and I want you to try it out, okay? So my question for you is, which strategy is this? As you see, I multiplied, and I used a strategy. I want you to come up with, what strategy did I use? Pause your video, think about it, and then check with me in like 5 seconds. All right, friends, this strategy is called the number discs. See right here, these discs represent numbers. So I have 251, and I wrote that 3 times, and then I added them up. So I have 3 ones, 15 tens, and 600, and when you add them all up and regrouping and stuff, it gives you a value of 753. So my value of K is 753, and I used the number disc strategy. Now I want you to try this one. What strategy did I use here? Go ahead, pause your video, check it all out, and then tell me what you think. All right, friends, this one is called the area model. So what we did is each little section represents that many blocks. And if we counted up all those blocks, it would give us the amount. So this is the area model, okay? I know a lot of you love this one. I like this one too. And then last, the ones that your parents love probably the most, this one. What do we think this one's called? All right, this one's the standard algorithm, where we just simply line up our place values. We multiply our ones by our ones. We multiply our ones by our tens, our ones by our hundreds. Remember, being nice and neat with the standard algorithm definitely helps. I have to text this parent real quick. Hang on. All right, thank you. So today I'm going to teach you all about the partial product method. This strategy is very similar to that area model method. So our first step is to just break apart that first factor. So we look at our first factor, and we're going to break it apart. We have 420 and 5. We're going to rewrite our new equation, multiply them, and then add them all up. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So what we did first is we broke it apart. So I have 4. Really, it's not 4, it's 400. I have 20, and I have 5. I'm multiplying that by 4. That's just like the area model. Now, the only thing is different is how it looks with the written equation. Equation are the steps that you do to solve it. So for example, what we're really doing is multiplying 4 times 400, 4 times 20, 4 times 5, and then we add them all up. How it helps me to remember, because parentheses mean to multiply, is I kind of think like 4 times 400, 4 times 20, 4 times 5, and then I add them all up. So what I did is underneath is I just showed you what that meant. 4 times 400, we know, is 16. Add my 2 zeros. And then we're going to add that to 4 times 2 is 8. Add my 0. Last, 4 times 5 is 20. We add those all up, and you should get a value of 1,700, 1,700. All right? Okay. That's the partial product method. Noticing a product is our whole answer. Partial means part of. So all of these are part of the product, the whole answer. Let's try one together. Your equation is 534 times 7. We're trying to find the value of m. Now, hold up, ladies and gentlemen. I know in your head you're like, well, Mrs. Andrews, I could just do the standard algorithm, or I could just do a different method. No. Today I want you to try this partial product method. What does it look like? Try it out. Persevere. Pause your video, try it, and then check back with me. Good luck. I want to say thanks for trying it. I know it's easy to go to the strategy that we know and feel comfortable with, so I appreciate that you tried it. First step, break apart our first factor. So we have 500, we have 30, we have 4. We broke it apart. I like to call it rainbow writing. I don't know if that's a thing, but I like to call it that. Really, what I'm doing is I'm multiplying each place value by 7. So I'm doing 7 times 500, 7 times 30, 7 times 4. Then we add them all up, okay? If you added them all up correctly, you should have had 3,500 plus 210 plus 28. And when we added them, you should have 3,738. So my value of m, 3,738. Okay? If you have any questions on this, I want you to pause right now. Either ask your homeroom teacher or email Mrs. Andrews, because I think it's just easier to nip it in the butt now if you have any questions or concerns. All right, we're going to keep working. I want you to try this one all by yourself. Check back with me and to check your work. So pause your video and try it. Awesome. So when you did this, you multiplied them. Just remember, I'm seeing a lot of people making multiplication errors. 4 times 0 is a big fat 0. Okay, don't forget that. That's like the biggest error I'm seeing so far, is our multiplying. So when we add these all up, we have 3,200 plus 0. Because it's 0, I'm not even going to write it, because 0 is the same as nothing. And then I'm going to add my 20. So when I add these up, I should get a value of 3,240 for C. C equals 3,240. Okay. Hopefully you're noticing how we're just breaking apart the place value, and each place value gets multiplied by that other product. I lied. The other factor. Okay. Hang on, I put a 4 here, and this is supposed to be a 2 because 2 and 0 is 2. Oh boy, Mrs. Andrews. Oh boy, good thing I caught that. So when you add up 0 and 2, it equals 2, just so you know, not 4. All right, friends. I want to show you just one more, and then I'll let you practice Quizlet, okay? The best part about this strategy is it doesn't matter if we have a 2-digit number, a 3-digit number, a 4-digit number, a 5-digit number, a 10-digit number. When we're multiplying, we're going to follow those same steps. So instead of breaking it up here we broke it into 3 place values because we were talking about 3 digits. Well, now we're talking about 4 place values or 4 digits, so we're going to break it up by 4, okay? Try this one and then check back with me. Pause your video. All right, hopefully when you did this one, you still broke it up and then you multiplied each place value by 5, right? 2,436 times 5, and you would get a value of J of 12,180. The biggest part for me with this strategy is making sure you have those equations down at the bottom, okay? At this time, I am going to take any comments, questions, concerns. Yes, I have a question. No, I don't. If you have a question, I need you to email me, ask your homeroom teacher, something, so I know that we're all on the same page. Okay? So we've learned the standard algorithm. We've learned partial product method, number disks, and the area model. So you guys know 4 different ways to multiply. You should feel pretty good about yourself. All right, we're gonna go play Quizlet live to practice those math facts. So if you wanna go to Schoology, I do have the link in there, and then you can use your classroom teacher will give you the code, okay? All right, guys, thanks for working hard. Keep practicing those math facts.